First Coast's most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by Weather Rate, sponsored by AC Designs.
FERNEND.
I hope they got that.
My spelling of this tropical storm.
Yes.
Fernan.
What's his name?
OFERNEND. Oh my gosh, the current conditions.
Look at that.
Look at these United States just showing out.
I want to give those Razorbacks a little soo-wee.
Oh my gosh.
Look at 68 out there in Arkansas. No, I know Fayetteville is the actual home of University of Arkansas, but still, Arkansas as a whole, 68. I kind of love that for them.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Now they are getting some rain, but further to the north, Windy City, Chicago, 71, New York City, Big Apple, 76.
Can you imagine that walk around Central Park? That'd be beautiful. A nice little stroll.
No one I would rather do it with than this guy right here.
Hand in hand, baby.
Yep.
You go see the little zoo. It gotta be nice.
Yeah.
There is, and the name of the mountain escapes me, so forgive me, but there's a mountain, western North Carolina, Appalachians,
Okay.
that was getting wind chills. Did you see this?
I did.
What, wind chills in the 40s?
Yeah, let me look it up quick. You
Do
keep
it.
talking.
No, I'm just like, that is, like if that whole, thinking Labor Day weekend, thinking travel, like if you've got 4 days or maybe a 3-day weekend to get out of town, like.
Mount Mitchell.
Mount Mitchell?
Yeah, it was 42 degrees with a wind chill value of 36.
36. Mount Mitchell. So that is Appalachian. That's Western North Carolina, correct?
Correct,
am I
yes.
right in that? And then, does it say elevation? Does it? I mean, it's got to be up there, 4,000.
Yes, 6,684 feet.
Okay, so that's up there. All right, so we're talking elevation. But I am thinking, like, I want to give you a little bit of a travel forecast. We're up against a Labor Day weekend, and I know here we're just going to be Jacksonville, Florida this weekend. We do have weather impact. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but we are thinking about rain for the weekend. All right, so and in nothing that we can't handle fashion, in fashion that we're frankly used to, but. If you can get away with a family to get up to North Carolina, there's some direct flights out of Jacksonville International to Charlotte. Rent a car, go up to the mountains, get a little cabin up there. You're going to be living right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get a taste of that fall life.
I know my parents, just in PA, my mom told me this morning it was like in the 50s this morning.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. And their highs are in the 70s. So.
Wishful thinking for us. Now, we do have dry air today.
We do. And you could noticeably.
Yeah, I noticed it.
Yep.
But it's so funny, just inside the business, as I like to do here on our stream.
Inside the biz.
ITB, I've got an executive producer on Good Morning Jacksonville, Greg, who likes to roast me when I talk about these quote unquote. He literally will do air quotes to my face, which.
Disrespect.
But he's a boss, so I temper my action with wisdom. And he air quoted a cold front, Lewis. Really? You're talking about 89 degrees? Really? That's cold front to you? Well, yeah, Greg. We've had 101 days now of 90s here.
Greg's giving off some real Karen vibes with that comment.
Karen.
Karen.
I thought you said carrot. Yes.
Karen.
Yeah, Greg's great. You know what? Got much love to him. He watches my back.
Got to be more optimistic.
But come on, man.
Embrace the cold front. 2 degrees cooler.
Embrace the 48 hours here in Jacksonville that we're going to get where we actually have low enough dew points to where we don't have to worry about rain today. Like, it's just truly with nothing we have to worry about. Like, yeah, we've been forecasting southern Putnam into Flagler County, and that's kind of verifying. If you look at that loop, I-4 corridor, it's where the front has made it.
Yeah, I mean, like down towards from Tampa to Orlando. So pretty much I-4, like you said, Lou. PWatt values much higher, anywhere from like 2 to 2.4.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a steep, and I'm talking a steep, off the edge of a cliff drop off. The further north you go, if you go north of really up towards Atlanta and further north than there, I mean, PWatt values are like less than a half inch.
Yeah.
Like some dry Arctic air there.
Yeah, and I mean the atmosphere has truly that has been wrung out, and then you're like, what do you mean cold front, Lewis? Like, granted,
we didn't really feel the cold air.
Cold didn't come in. I mean, it's 92 degrees today. It is hot. Another day, Ross was made a great graphic yesterday for me. 100 days of 90. Today's 101.
Yes.
We would need to get to 115 to break the record. So
the number of Dalmatians I like.
101.
Yeah. I'll take 115.
Take 115 would even be more fun.
I'm gonna try to keep you on your toes as much.
Thank you.
That's twice now. That's twice now. Lou's looked at me like, what
are you talking
about?
Yeah, I cleaned out my desk today, so I've been like focused on the menial tasks around the office.
You've been
like,
Molly Maid. It's
just
fine.
Office work, and now Ross is really going to jump me. But these dew points tell me a story, right? They 50s. I mean, Waycross, Valdosta, Brunswick, St. Simons. St. Simons is generally my swampy spot that we always look at and say, look at you guys, how humid it is. Look how high those
Highest heat indices sometimes.
Always. It just seems like, right? Did get an email from somebody in Palatka. We got a station email. What's going on with our measuring site? Why aren't you reporting our temperatures? Just want you to know if you're watching from Palatka or Putnam County. We got out the airport out there, your airstrip. We're going to need to go unplug it and plug it back in. All right, if you would do that for me, that stuff auto-populates into our system from the various measuring sites, so we would love to have that back
Little
up.
reset.
But yeah, that dry air. Ross and I Ross showed me these dew points, and I love how excited Ross gets about weather things. It's like, Lewis, dew points. Look at this, and I jump up from my desk as I'm cleaning.
Only certain weather things, really, though.
But that really did it for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you think that's real? And you know what? I mean, I kind of do. I do think they're kind of in that, that dry air that almost kind of you feel your nose kind of I need a little nose spray.
So this morning, I did my workout at the gym, and then I did my
Humble
Tuesday.
brag, lifting, heavy bench press.
Yeah. No, chest was yesterday. But I always do a mile run on Tuesdays.
Nice.
And I actually texted Tim Deegan, a big runner as well.
100%.
And I was like, noticeably, my throat was much drier.
Yeah.
And really, our dew points aren't that low compared to the rest of the country during the summer
Sure.
at some points, right? I mean, we're mid to upper 60s. So
Yeah.
if this was October, November, or even, let's say, middle of winter, we would be like, oh, pretty humid out there. But for the summer, it's quite dry, and I'm so used to the tropical air now that today I was like, wow, my time was faster.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
was
nice.
booking.
Oh,
Yeah.
tomorrow morning's going to be a great run. I hope
Yeah.
you circled the calendar for a long run tomorrow.
I did not.
You didn't?
No.
Come on, man.
Perhaps.
Get your 5K in.
Perhaps.
I know
I mean,
Robert Speta's been running his butt off.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's been training. So hopefully tomorrow morning take advantage. The lovely, going to feel good. I think probably our best morning we've had all summer.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
And I think I do have. Okay, this is the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Key takeaway here: we're staying dry. Don't have to worry about rain or storm. So yeah, the morning lows. So I just looked into this.
Okay.
These are going to be our coolest morning low temperatures in over 2.5 months. It was June 3rd. We hit 66 at Jacksonville International Airport.
Yeah. All right, bring
June
it on.
3rd.
June 3rd, 66.
Was the last time we got that got that low.
We'll be close, not quite.
That we even had morning lows in the 60s.
Yeah.
So,
because we've been having morning lows. Frankly, I know we only had that one official day. The morning low was 80.
Yeah.
But we've had full-blown GMJ broadcasts, where people are, maybe we haven't quite hit the low yet, but people are getting out, going into their cars, having to go to the early work shift or whatever, and the low doesn't get below 81, during the show.
Yeah.
And I know it'll trickle down a little bit. But also encouraging, we're getting sunrise a little bit later, sunset a little bit earlier. So,
you've read my mind.
Did I? Oh,
Are you looking at the screen there?
Simpatico, baby. This is what couple of months. This is what you and Tim had. I love that. I was always jealous. I always thought to myself, man, those two, they're just the best buds anybody ever had. Just reading each other's minds.
Good news for you. There's a lot of space in this heart right here. Brother.
Listen, love is endless. Love is bottomless.
Yes.
There's always room for more. You know what I mean? I texted Tim recently, too, actually. I was talking to Timmy about his research in the waves, talking about, when Aaron was skirting by. He's good to have because he's a runner, he's a surfer. Those two things right there, you need advice on something. I'm not a surfer, and I'm not a runner. Now, I'm probably going to start just because I got to do something, just for the ticker. Speaking of hearts.
You don't want a little beef up for the winter? For that
Oh,
hibernation?
well, I don't think I'm going to burn enough calories with my run. I just want my heart to beat fast.
Okay.
And the squats and the deadlifts do it, but for a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I need some sustained something. I don't know. I just feel like that. And the personal trainers out there are probably telling
Now,
me.
do you have one of those heart rate monitors?
I wear a Whoop. I'm not wearing it now, but
Okay.
I have a Whoop. It keeps me in line. Makes me feel depressed about my sleep, though. It's like, hey, your Whoop age is 77. Maybe try sleeping more.
Oof.
But the one thing about GMJ that is one of my favorite things to do in the morning show is I love show the sunrises. But I mean, we're going to get first light. We'll of course have dawn, and I'll still get that going for you. But by mid-September, and then of course the time's going to change, so we got to enjoy those sunrises on GMJ while we can.
Well, and this is a quick, I showed this at the beginning of August, right? So just a look ahead to September, how much time we're actually going to lose of daylight throughout the month of September. And to be real specific, it's like in between 40 to 50 minutes. It's almost closer to 50 minutes within the whole month.
Yeah.
So right around like 45 to 50 minutes from September 1st to September 30th. So,
and those poor jokers up in Winnipeg, Quebec, Halifax, Minnesota, like they've enjoyed the long days of the summer, but we're about to get payback.
I was thinking about that. Like, we have a sister station in Minneapolis. And I'm like, wow, that's gotta be tough. That in 1 month, you lose over an hour, almost an hour and a half of daylight.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Sun dips fast on the back on the horizon. We're gonna get our equinox and get going.
Oh yeah, we're less than a month away from the autumnal equinox.
Yeah, gosh.
Anthony Austin's one of his favorite words, autumnal.
Autumnal.
Yep.
And then then we got to talk about, and another thing Greg hates is the meter. I say hates. I mean meteorological seasons
versus astronomical.
He's an astronomical guy. You know what I mean? But I do love like hazing him a little bit and taunting him with, oh, hey, by the way, meteorological fall right around the corner. He gets mad at me. Hope he doesn't take money out of my paycheck. For Wednesday, we've been, talking about how beautiful a morning is. So truly, if you have an opportunity, take advantage of it. The dog for the walk. Oh, dog for the walk. You know what I mean? Like that early morning run or walk before you have to go to work. You'll enjoy that. It'll be refreshing compared to what we've been doing the last couple of months.
Yeah, not nearly working up as much of a sweat as you have been.
Yeah.
As of late out there. Rain chance wise, Lou, I still think it's pretty slim to none.
Yeah.
And dry air is still going to be in place throughout most of the day. There is a sliver of some like mid to upper level moisture that might sneak its way on in as the sea breeze tries to come on in tomorrow afternoon. A little bit more of a northeasterly breeze throughout the day. So we'll watch for one or two isolated showers. I don't expect much more than that.
Yeah.
If at all.
And I think, the Atlantic's warm. We're going to get that wind coming off, and that's going to be kind of our story through the week. Got warm water, get a little sea breeze, and there's that sliver of
right
moisture
there
you're talking about, with that dry air still back up towards Atlanta. But that sliver of moisture just enough. But I do think, these things try to push off the beach. So if we get a beach shower, as you showed in that graphic, the further west it treks, it's just going to
fizzle out,
kind of fizzle out. So that's hopeful we got jumbo shrimp. We got jumbo shrimp tonight. In fact, perfect. Go enjoy it. It's tonight's 80s night.
I was going to say tomorrow night, big night.
Tomorrow night, big night.
Speaking of jumbo shrimp, totally forgot about that.
We're going to be out of the Protector? Is that what you're teasing, or did you have?
I know that is what I'm teasing.
Okay, yeah. So we are going to,
I'm teeing it up for you.
We're going to be out of the, we'll have the Protector out live front gate. Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game. We'll be live in the broadcast. Come say hey if you're going to go to the shrimp game. I'll be live on TV, and listen, I always encourage, I do, a little bit of nonsense.
Got to.
A little bit of nonsense is fine.
Especially
Love it.
at the ballpark.
But PG-13 nonsense if we can. Okay, just let's keep it PG-13. Nothing that we can't get over that. Listen, we do local television.
I'm glad they didn't schedule this on a Thursday.
Thursday. Well, at least going in, it wouldn't be too bad. Now, if we were out there live all night and getting the guys coming out, we might get a little bouncy, a little rambunctious. But we're going to be so. And Wednesday's a cool night because first 500 fans through the gate get a shrimp T-shirt too.
Cool.
And you got to come through the gate that I'm going to be at. So you know what? Say you're coming to say hey to me. We're really going to go get a T-shirt. That's cool. But we will be live and talking a little jumbo shrimp weather, showing off the truck just because it's cool.
Taking some photos out there.
Big tires.
Got some big tires.
Man.
Yes, I've only heard that one thrown back at me 1,000 times already.
It's an awesome description. And then we'll we'll take some pictures. But bring the kids. It'll be a lot of fun. And then by Thursday, Friday, we got to get back to summertime.
Moisture returns pretty substantially there. So Thursday, kind of that transition day is kind of what I'm thinking Thursday's mainly going to be. Kind of that in between the moisture and the dry air. So we'll have about 35-40% coverage area for some afternoon showers, perhaps a few isolated thunderstorms there on Thursday. But yeah, Friday into the weekend, feeling a little bit muggier and buggier, so to speak. The muggies and buggies.
And it's a big weekend, you know.
It is.
Labor Day weekend is kind of the last hurrah. You know, we've been back to school, but kind of everybody circles this one as okay, we go back to school, we do get a little bit of a break. And then Friday, we got Friday night football. We got to talk about, there will be some afternoon storms possible. We kind of dodged a bullet the last Friday night of football. We did have rain. We had a lot of rain.
We had a lot of rain before kickoff.
Yeah, before kickoff. But I mean, the field conditions I was seeing, you know,
yeah,
it was pretty wet out there. So
especially on those like actual grass fields.
Yeah.
Turf field's not as big of a deal.
Right.
But yeah, those grass fields get a little slick.
We're having some issues. And some of our games we'll be traveling to, of course, getting highlights. Let's see, what do I circle here? Well, I'm an SJC guy, so I've got my eyes squarely on Bartram at Ponte Vedra. So Bartram always pretty solid.
I'm liking Sandalwood
team.
at Rains, personally.
Sandalwood at Rains. Be a lot of fun. Go check it. I mean, that's right around the corner again. You go sneak out, go check them out. And then, of course, Mandarin looks good. God, they put the whooping on Creekside last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just had too much for them. They got that receiver. I think he's a sophomore wide receiver. It was like 5-star.
Bryson Wright.
Yeah, and he was all over the
Jags.
flag football.
Yeah, flag football.
Like he had. Yeah, I mean, what are we doing? But that was, you know, hey, good welcome into this. The season's not over, Creekside. Let's go. You know, go get some dubs now. Stack them up. And University Christian coming to visit Bishop Kenny.
Game of the week.
Let's do it. Week. That'll be an interesting game, and that's another one right across the river that's close by.
Yeah.
And talk about a beautiful facility. We got a lot of beautiful facilities around here, but Bishop Kenny, you know, their field, if you've never been there, they built it years ago, but it's on this used to be shipyards all down here, and essentially they've built their field and stadium on a pier that juts out. So it's a peninsula. I mean, you're essentially like you're surrounded by the St. Johns River. They've got that big, beautiful cross right there on the river side of it. They've got this unbelievable indoor facility that could like rival the Tennessee Titans. And I'm telling you, do I know what they have to offer on the football field right now? I do not, so I can't offer careful analysis of this football game. But I'm excited to see Chris Porter and crew out for the game of the week.
I'm more interested. Of course, this will show you how much I was listening.
Yeah.
It rivals the Tennessee Titans.
That's correct. What am I doing there? What do you think I'm doing there?
I'm not 100% sure.
Do you think I'm?
Because I know you're a Jags fan.
That's correct.
So Jags fans, you know, not a huge.
I think
I've heard from traveling fans that Nissan Stadium there in Nashville, not one of the nicest places. Not one of the best places to go and see a game.
I've been there a couple times.
Okay.
I'll remain unbiased as a journalist.
Interesting.
Sort of. But, you know.
Hot take.
Tennessee Titans. Not my favorite team in the NFL. Let me put it this way. Don't love them. Could live without them.
What's their hashtag? Like tighten up?
Yes. It's so aggravating. Listen, sorry. A Jags homer. You just can't. The whole division just makes me sick. But what am I going to do? I had to pick on the Titans just a little bit. Are they going to be good? Titans? Do you know?
Are the Titans going to be? Oh, are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
I mean, they got the number one pick, so the rest of the team's kind of trash. Cam Ward, I think, could be pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think they just got a lot of spots to
my
fill.
NFL guy. You know your stuff. That's good.
I think the Titans will be a little better than last year, but they still will not be good. A little bit like the Patriots last year, right?
Yeah.
The team as a whole was not good, but Drake May played fairly well.
Yeah.
And they were knew there was promise there. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I think Cam Ward will play well, but the Titans as a whole will not be a very good team.
I'm so nervous. I've got to do fantasy football against this guy, and I'm not. I'm not that guy.
Draft this.
And I am excited. I know we're looking ahead, but we're gonna do some. I'm pumped about our college. We're gonna start a new segment.
I was gonna say you're gonna tease ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we're gonna start a new segment Thursday because I'm out Friday. But generally on Fridays, what we'll do is we got SEC football on ABC 25. We're gonna pick some, not necessarily all the homer games for my South Carolina Gamecocks and Penn State Nittany Lions. We're not gonna do all. We're gonna mix it up and cover a fair bit. But if you're gonna see it on ABC 25, we're gonna make the picks and we're gonna keep score through the year. Ross and I see how we do. But that's a couple of days ahead.
SEC themed.
That's right. That's right. Right here on ABC 25, the home of the SEC. All right, what else we
talk about a little bit of the weekend forecast.
Sure.
We talked about some of the rain out there. Here comes another front.
Yes, Yep. Got to watch those fronts. And with that, you get a little, nor'easter spin up kind of pattern.
And you can kind of see it there off to the northeast. I don't think I play this out nearly far enough to show like into the middle of next week.
Right.
But it does look like we could see another coastal low kind of off the Carolinas into next week. Whether that happens or not, that's not going to impact us, right? But this will often, I like showing this, especially when you get more so into the synoptic pattern of things.
Sure.
So this is just kind of showing the energy in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, right? As that front and as a jet stream dips down out of the northwest towards Jacksonville on the first coast here by Friday and the weekend. So you see those bright pinks and red, purple colors. That's just kind of showing short waves of energy swinging on through. That can provide some extra uplift, some extra instability to showers and storms there as you head into the holiday weekend. So that combined with the onshore flow and the moisture content, Lou, we're thinking perhaps a fairly wet, kind of rainy, soggy weekend here, weather impact alert Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday, and we're thinking, for the holiday weekend, just so you're imminently prepared for the outdoor plans, we just want you kind of on alert for your Labor Day weekend. Friday, Monday, we're just kind of, we'll watch carefully, not quite up to that highest threshold. We may have to adjust Monday, but, we are watching Saturday, Sunday for that kind of shortwave train that will that'll set up and could provide the waves of heavy downpours and that possibility.
And it will be cooler. So there's an upside there, mid 80s, but again, probably not going to want to spend a whole lot of time outside. Now, I don't want to say it'll be a washout, but we're going to have kind of
the times where you
rounds.
need to get inside.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, fair enough. A storm. Listen, it's a storm for nobody. It's just going to go up north, so that's good. It's just another name checked off the list, and we got an interesting pattern setting up over the Atlantic. So that tropical upper tropospheric trough, the TUT, could it be setting up and doing that shear thing? And over the next 7 days, it looks kind of likely doing to where it'd be kind of hostile for development. Now we get closer to that peak of hurricane season, September 10. Maybe that relaxes a little bit, but over the next 7 days, I'm encouraged. Nothing much going, and I like this. Just it's still kind of showing your trail of Aaron.
Essentially, yeah. I really only popped it in here because I know you talked about it over the weekend a little bit.
Just what hurricanes are designed. What happens is it's ventilation for the earth. It is
northward transport of heat.
It's heat transfer, and it does it with the oceans. It does the atmosphere, and tragically, there's loss of life that happens with it. But the natural setup and what's happened with Aaron is it's spun up a little bit of turbulence in the water, in the atmosphere as well, and so some cooler. Temperature. It's still hot. That blue indicating just that temperature change over, over that very bathwater of the Atlantic, and really over that close to that Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
Looking out even beyond as we do approach September 10th.
Peak of hurricane season.
Yep, peak, and those would be your that zone of development watch. And these these forecasts have kind of held pretty
for the most part.
For the most part, it was really.